If your Whirlpool dryer is doing nothing at all, check your breaker. If your breaker is good, then it's probably your thermal fuse. Here's another appliance repair instructional video from Appliance Repair and Parts. Today I'm going to show you how to put a thermal fuse on a Whirlpool dryer. What we'll need for this is an ohm meter, a needle nose pliers, a 1/4 inch nut driver, and your thermal fuse. You can buy these at any appliance store, or you can order it on my website at www.sheenappliancerepairandparts.com. Alright, first off, you'll want to have many tools readily available for use. Just because you just takes these tools to put on a thermal fuse doesn't mean you won't use another tool for the job. I have a video on the basic tools for appliance repair if you want to check that out. So first off, what we want to do is we want to make sure that your thermal fuse is even good. So we're going to take our ohm meter. We're going to put it on the ohm setting, which I've already got mine on the ohms. It's in green right there. And if you can see that, we're going to put these two needles together. And you see that red needle move? That means that we're getting continuity. That means our meter's working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take both terminals there, and I'm going to put these needles on them. Check it. And we're good to go. That is a good thermal fuse. If the needle moves, it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. Alright, now that we're at the back of your dryer, I'm going to show you how to take the back off this. Now, when you take the back off this, you'll be able to get to the heating element, the thermostats, and the thermal fuse, and a lot of other things as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 1/4 inch nut driver, and I'm going to take all these screws out. There's one right here, one right there, one on the bottom, and if you go to the other side, it's the same thing. One on the bottom, one in the middle, one on the top. And then you have 3 in the middle here. One right there, one right here, and one that holds your cover on. You need to take all those out to be able to get to the heating element, the thermostat, and in this case, the thermal fuse. Alright, so we got our screws out. We're going to take this back off. And just lay it over to the side. If you look back here, you got a heating element, thermostats, and down here in the bottom left is your thermal fuse. Alright, now that we've found our thermal fuse, we want to take making sure everything is unplugged. Safety first. Take our needle nose pliers, and we're going to take these wires off very gently. Going to take our 1/4 inch nut driver, and it's got one screw holding it right on top. We're going to take it out. And you can check it with an ohm meter and make sure it's either bad or good. If your dryer is doing nothing at all, it's probably this thermal fuse right here. So then we take our good one, which I've got in my hand, and we're going to put it right back in its spot. Then we're going to put this screw back in it and mount it back to the frame. Then you put your wires on, Same way you took them off. From there we put our back on, our dryer back, and then we start it up and see if it works. Alright, assuming that we have a dryer cord hooked up, now that we have our back on, you plug in the dryer and see if it works.